what to do when Cece is tying her shoe. Make this video even more funny. Let's check it out. So this is Caitlin Clark right here. And she literally gets down and ties her shoe in the middle of the basketball game. Now, fans have been talking about this play, and I think it's funny, man. Somebody said the way she shrugged, apparently there was someone open at three. She refused to pass the ball. Somebody else.
A recent basketball incident involving Caitlin Clark has generated significant discussion across social media platforms. During a game in Indianapolis, Clark was captured on video stopping mid-play to tie her shoelace, creating an unusual moment that quickly gained widespread attention online. The footage shows Clark kneeling down to secure her footwear while the game continued around her. Teammate Alicia Gray appeared uncertain about how to respond to the situation, adding to the peculiar nature of the sequence. The video clip has circulated extensively, sparking various interpretations and reactions from basketball fans and analysts.
Refused to pass the ball. Somebody else said, this is unreal. I really hope that this is seen by somebody that can tell Tosh, like, look, we can't be playing hero ball anymore, or maybe she's not back on the floor with Cece again. A lot of people saying Caitlin Clark knew that she wasn't going to get the ball back after she passed the ball to Natasha Howard. Somebody said this clip eclipses Cece under white. Caitlin Clark knew.
Social media responses have been mixed regarding the incident. Some observers found humor in the situation, particularly noting Gray's confused reaction. Others expressed concern about the timing and appropriateness of Clark's actions during active play. The moment has been analyzed from multiple perspectives, with viewers offering different explanations for what transpired. Critics suggested Clark deliberately ignored an open three-point opportunity, choosing not to distribute the ball to available teammates. Some commentators interpreted the shoe tying as a form of passive protest or frustration with team dynamics. These interpretations have fueled speculation about potential internal conflicts within the squad.
Clark knew she would never see the ball again, and that has been the storyline, man. A lot of people have been saying that is the reason why Caitlin Clark tied her shoe. She's actually trolling the team. I can't say that is the case, man. Somebody said perfect trolling, hilarious, the ultimate diss. Yes, it was funny, but also her shoe did need to be tied. If she got a rebound, better to tie it when she had a chance than risk running with the loose shoe. And Caitlin Clark could.
Alternative explanations focus on practical safety concerns. Supporters argue that addressing a loose shoelace during a brief opportunity prevented potential injury from tripping or losing balance during subsequent plays. From this perspective, Clark's actions demonstrated reasonable caution rather than defiance or disrespect toward teammates. The incident has highlighted ongoing discussions about ball distribution patterns within the team. Observers have noted that Clark often faces intense defensive pressure, with opposing players consistently shadowing her movements. This defensive attention creates challenges for teammates attempting to deliver passes to her preferred positions.
Better to tie it when she had a chance than risk running with the loose shoe. And Caitlin Clark could have got hurt if she tripped over her shoelace. Just saying, bro. Somebody said this is the reason why Clark rarely gets a wide open shot. No matter what she does, there is an opposing player shadowing her. That's no excuse. They can still pass her the ball. Somebody said, give it to Howard, and it's never coming back. And in the second half, Howard didn't come back either until the damn near end. And look at that fever win with authority when it's CC and no Howard.
Team chemistry concerns have emerged as a central theme in related discussions. Some analysts suggest that veteran players may be dominating possession statistics at the expense of younger stars. Specifically, Natasha Howard's increased offensive involvement has drawn scrutiny from fans who believe the team's best interests require different allocation of scoring opportunities. The debate extends beyond individual plays to broader questions about team construction and strategic priorities. Critics argue that building offensive systems around veteran players rather than emerging stars may limit the team's potential for sustained success. This perspective emphasizes winning outcomes over traditional seniority-based hierarchies.
Fever win with authority when it's CC and no Howard. So basically, word on the street is that Natasha Howard has become a brawl hog and has become the focal point of the offense. A lot of people has been saying that Natasha Howard is part of the reason why they have been losing games. I can't say that is the point, but she does shoot the ball a lot when she get the ball. Like, she don't ever pass, bro. And to be quite frank, I feel like none of these ladies on this basketball team passes Caitlin Clark the ball.
Comparisons to successful franchises highlight different approaches to talent utilization. Teams that prioritize optimal player deployment regardless of experience levels often achieve better results than those adhering strictly to veteran preference systems. These examples suggest alternative models for maximizing team effectiveness. Despite controversies, positive developments have also emerged recently. Family members of multiple players participated in congratulatory messages celebrating all-star selections. The Indiana Fever organization facilitated these personal tributes, creating meaningful moments for players and their loved ones.
And to be quite frank, I feel like none of these ladies on this basketball team passes Caitlin Clark the ball at all. At this point, man, it's just there's an unbalance there. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to admit it, but me, I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. I ain't gonna lie to you and tell you that there's not an issue, because it clearly is one going on with this basketball team, man. And it's just unfortunate. We all had high hopes for this season. Not to say that the season is over, or not to say that they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs, but the season could be going.
Clark's family expressed pride in her selection as team captain for the upcoming All-Star game. Their public message emphasized support and best wishes for her continued success. Similar tributes honored other selected players, including multiple-time All-Star representatives from the roster. Kelsey Mitchell received recognition for her third All-Star selection, with family members acknowledging her consistent excellence. These celebrations highlighted individual achievements while maintaining team solidarity during challenging periods. The personal touches added emotional depth to professional accomplishments.
Season is over, not to say that they ain't gonna make it to the playoffs, but the season could be doing, like, they could be doing a hell of a lot better, bro. It's clear as day that this team is not built around Caitlin. When, just like the start of the season, it was built around DeWanna Bonner. Now DeWanna Bonner is gone. And guess who's is built around now? Natasha Howard. She's not the damn star of the team. I don't care that she got hella years in the league, more than everybody. Forget that whole seniority thing, bro. You guys need to win. That's what's wrong with this whole damn league.
Aaliyah Boston's consecutive All-Star appearances also earned family recognition. Her sister delivered a heartfelt congratulatory message, emphasizing pride in sustained high-level performance. These personal connections demonstrate the broader support network surrounding professional athletes. To address speculation about internal discord, team representatives have made public statements emphasizing unity and mutual respect. Sophie Cunningham, a veteran player, described the locker room atmosphere as uniquely positive compared to previous experiences throughout her career.
Damn league. Y'all looking at all this seniority and all. No, bro. We need to win. New York wins because they don't play this way. I just gotta just, like, come on, bruh. Moving on to another story, we have to talk about this, and that is all of the families showing love to the players for this year's All-Star game. So this right here was posted by the Indiana Fever on X today, and
Cunningham's comments highlighted genuine affection among teammates and shared commitment to collective success. She acknowledged that lengthy practice sessions sometimes create tension, but emphasized the group's ability to work through difficulties together. This perspective counters suggestions of significant internal conflicts. The veteran player noted that visible enjoyment and competitive spirit create infectious energy that benefits team performance. When players display genuine happiness and engagement, it positively influences both teammates and opponents. This dynamic contributes to optimal performance conditions.
Which is great for her. I thought Paige Beckers had a good game. And if you guys agree with the take, subscribe, by the way. We are trying to hit 54K by the end of the day. And also, lads, if you guys are live in the stream or in the video, if we could hit 1,000 likes in this video, that'd be absolutely insane. We are going for it. We're trying to hit 1,000 likes. But that's all I'm going to say. Paige is a pure scorer. Paige is absolutely a pure scorer. And I think Paige Beckers is going to win championships as the second or third best player on her team. Like, if Paige
Specific observations about individual players' emotional responses during games provide insight into team chemistry. When typically reserved players show enthusiasm and energy, it signals strong team cohesion. These moments create momentum that can decisively influence game outcomes. Social media activity patterns have also become subjects of analysis. Some players have reduced their online presence, potentially indicating focus on basketball rather than external distractions. This approach may reflect professional maturity and commitment to team goals above personal publicity.
Player on her team. Like, if Paige Beckers gets a true number one, that is an elite level number one, not an Arike. Arike sucks. If she gets a true number one that is unselfish and allows her be a shooting guard and a true shooting guard, she can be one of the most deadly high percentage scorers there is. Paige is a 2-level scorer right now. She doesn't want to shoot the 3 ball, and Paige is finishing at the basket's not there. She's good at times of finishing through contact, but her finishing at the basket is...
The organization continues navigating various challenges while maintaining competitive aspirations. Balancing individual talents with collective objectives requires ongoing adjustment and communication. Success depends on finding optimal solutions that maximize both player satisfaction and team performance. Current discussions reflect broader themes in professional sports regarding leadership, chemistry, and strategic decision-making. These conversations will likely continue as the season progresses and team dynamics evolve. The ultimate measure of success remains competitive results rather than social media speculation. Moving forward, the focus should remain on basketball performance and team unity. Individual incidents, while noteworthy, represent small parts of larger seasonal narratives. Sustained success requires consistent effort, effective communication, and shared commitment to common goals regardless of temporary controversies or misunderstanding.
She's good at times of finishing through contact, but her finishing at the basket is not really, not even, she doesn't want to go there. She really is just a mid-range scorer, but she'll figure it out. Paige will figure it out. And look, I think there is a world where Paige overtakes Caitlin in a number of years, but that world is not right now. That world is not right now. And right now, there are so many, there is such a big difference. There is such a big difference between Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers passed the ball to Caitlin Clark.
Recent basketball performances have demonstrated clear distinctions in talent levels between elite players, particularly highlighting the gap between Caitlin Clark and Paige Buchers. This analysis examines their respective abilities without diminishing either player's contributions to the sport. Buchers displayed impressive shooting accuracy throughout the contest, converting difficult attempts that showcased her scoring prowess. Her 15 points entering the final minutes represented solid production, though additional scoring during extended playing time shouldn't overshadow her core performance. The decision to maintain key players on court serves multiple purposes, maintaining rhythm, building confidence, and encouraging aggressive play in future contests.
Between Caitlin Clark. Paige Beckers passed the ball to Caitlin Clark almost as many times as she passed the ball to her teammates to score. She passed the ball to Caitlin Clark 3 times. She passed the ball to Caitlin. And by the way, I said this before the game started, and it was like, where do I rate Caitlin Clark as a defender? And I said, look, Caitlin Clark is probably an average defender in the league. And I'll go Caitlin slightly above average.
Beckers attempted 15 shots while maintaining 60% efficiency, though her 3-point attempts remained limited to 4. Her performance characteristics suggest a player capable of pure scoring contribution. Future success likely depends on surrounding talent, specifically requiring...
And I go on a scale, I don't go on a BS America scale where 5 out of 10 is bad. If you are a 7 out of 10 defender, you're a real good defender. If you are, a Leah Boston's is a good defender. Is a pretty decent defender. I'll go 6.5 out of 10 for Leah Boston. Caitlin Clark's getting into that 6 range. I said before the game, Caitlin is a 5 out of 10. Paige is a 6 out of 10 on defense. I'm going to put them both a 6 out of 10. And by the way, I would have Arike as a 4 out of 10.
Defensive evaluations place both players at similar levels, with Clark and Beekers each rating approximately 6 out of 10 in defensive capability. This assessment accounts for league-wide standards rather than inflated grading scales. For context, players like Leah Boston rate around 6.5, while other guards fall between 4 and 5 on this scale. Clark's defensive improvements have been notable, moving from average to slightly above average status. Her defensive effort matches her offensive contributions, creating a more complete two-way player profile. The defensive comparison between Clark and Beekers shows minimal separation, representing essentially equal capabilities on that end of the floor.
Defender. I would have Ari McDonald as a 5 out of 10 defender. Like, I think Caitlin's at the same level as defense as Ari McDonald. Ari puts in more effort, but Caitlin is actually a better defender. Caitlin is actually a better defender. Paige versus Caitlin defensively are the equivalent. That is a dead heat. An absolute dead heat. Ability to create their own shot. I give Paige Beckers a slight difference. A slight advantage.
Shot creation abilities favor Buckers slightly, particularly in isolation situations. Post-up skills also lean toward Buckers, though evaluating 6-foot guards based on post-play seems inappropriate given positional requirements. These marginal advantages pale in comparison to other differentiating factors between the players. The primary distinction lies in relentless energy and court vision. Clark's 24-minute performance nearly resulted in record-breaking assist numbers, limited only by teammate execution on open opportunities. Wide open layup misses from multiple players prevented what could have been 16 assists in limited playing time, demonstrating the quality of scoring chances created. Clark's assist-to-turnover ratio of 13-2 in the recent game extends a 2-game stretch showing 22-4 ratios. This ball security combined with playmaking represents elite point guard production. During one 4-quarter stretch, Clark led offensive pace generated 23 points, showcasing the system's potential when properly executed.
Ability in the post, I give to Paige, but we are not judging a 6-foot-tall guard by their ability to play in the post. The difference is the engine. Caitlin Clark is relentless. Caitlin Clark could have broke the assist record. She played 24 minutes. Like, Kelsey Mitchell missed a wide-open layup on a fast break from Caitlin, as did Damiris Dantas.
The skill level comparison between players shows similar baseline abilities, but application and impact differ significantly. Clark's profile resembles Magic Johnson's court vision and pace combined with elite shooting range. Her full-court playmaking creates advantages that traditional half-court point guards cannot replicate. Unlike pick-and-roll specialists such as John Stockton or Steve Nash, Clark operates as a complete floor general who elevates teammates through transition opportunities and creative passing. The Magic Johnson comparison stems from her ability to control game pace while maintaining scoring threats from anywhere on the court. Clark's statistical achievement of 10 assists and 5 steals represents rare production, with only Clark herself previously reaching these numbers. This combination of playmaking and defensive activity demonstrates complete game impact beyond traditional scoring metrics.
As did Damiris Dantas. Damiris Dantas fumbled the ball, and so did Michaela Timpson. If the 3 players made wide open layups from Caitlin, she would have had 16 assists in 24 minutes. And that's not like saying, oh, if players hit shots. No. If they made wide open layups with no one anywhere near them, which you assume players make wide open layups. Caitlin has a 13-2 assist to turnover ratio. Caitlin Clark in the last 2 games has a 22-4 assist to turnover ratio. And there was a 4-quarter period, by the way, where
entertainment value represents another consideration, though subjective measures may not factor into pure talent evaluation. Clark's style creates excitement through unpredictable playmaking and long-range shooting that energizes audiences and teammates alike. Comparative debates require proper context, specifically that opposing players must compete on quality teams and demonstrate consistent success against Clark-led squads. Single-game performances against Clark cannot establish equivalent status without sustained excellence and team success. The Indiana Fever's record against other teams featuring young stars provides important context for individual comparisons. Isolated strong performances by opponents don't establish debate-worthy comparisons when overall head-to-head results favor Clark consistently.